Hello there folks, it's TIJ Gaming and welcome back to episode 4 of our Rookie to Champion journey on World Snooker Championship 2004. Today we continue what we started last episode on Tuesday against Mark Brent. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, it was Tuesday. On Tuesday in the LG Cup second qualifying round against Mark Brent. In that episode we won 3 successive frames, albeit they were quite tricky frames to win. And with 2 out of the 3 frames in today's episode, we can win 2 out of those 3 frames. We do get into the first round proper of the LG Cup, which is brilliant. And we've got the break in this frame, so let's see how we can get on. But last frame was the hardest. We won the first 2 frames without too much issue, but the last frame was very, very close. But I'll tell you what, we've got a bit of luck already. We've managed to get a snooker right from the break off. And let's have a look how we managed that in this break. I'll be honest, that wasn't skill whatsoever. That was just completely fluke. And that really will trump Mark, because he's 3 frames down already. He's got to win this one, or else it's simply lose a frame and you're out. So he's going to get out of it by using the cushion, but in that, he separates the reds out and gives us a nice potting angle on this red that's close to the cushion. Very lucky though in that start of the start of the frame, because when we tend to make the break, it's usual that the opponent gets a good head start. But you can get this potted. Pot the black, it's a tricky angle. Not the best setup from us there. That should be okay. I'm not very good at making these pots, I'll be completely honest. Let's have a screw back on this. Again, it's tricky because we don't want to snooker ourselves and not get the pot, but at the same time, we don't want to not get this pot. Oh, God! I hate that pocket. I think what we're going to have to do in future is make sure we never go for that pocket with the short shots, because we've had so many shots, even in these 3 and a bit episodes, the start of the 4th episode, that we've missed the black there, and that well could be a bit of unfortunate circumstances for us now against Mark, because we had a brilliant start to the frame, no question about that. Even the commentators acknowledge that, but all of a sudden now, because we've missed that silly black, Mark Brent now has the opportunity to get quite a nice start in this break. And he needs it at the end of the day, so I would say that he's going to get it. He needs this frame. I said before, if he didn't win this frame, he's got to win all of the next 5 frames, which is big pressure on him, really. Well, if he wins this one, he needs 4 out of the next 5, but still, it's a tricky one. Most certainly. Can we get to that red? We can get the angle on it. We're not going to go for the black, though. After what happened earlier, we're not going to go for the black. Hopefully, though, we get the angle on this to get it bit back up the table. That's half decent, to be fair. Got the angle on the blue, I think, now. Yeah, that's good for me. And we've got that red that's up the table, so that's quite nice. As long as we can bypass this brown and hit the red pretty much straight on, we've got a pot.
It's a good shot on the blue.
Ooh, well, I mean, literally, we've hit that straight on. So, not the best shot in the world. We can go for a safety here if required. I do quite like this red if it goes, though. I mean, stupid of me. Could go for the safety here, but as per usual, we're not. We've got to hit a little bit of angle towards the cushion, but at the same time, if it hits the cushion before we get to the pocket, we're not going to do very well out of it. Too hard, that was. That was silly. That was way too hard. It was, if it had been a lot softer, we'd have got that in. Another mistake from us there, and all of a sudden Mark can have a 16-point lead if he pots this black. Not a good start for the episode, folks. First sign of real weakness in this match.
There's a big break on here.
And we might be out of our league of it when we get to the first round. We've got to be better than this. Because we are going to be punished like Mark is punishing us here. I mean, we're gambling he's going to make a mistake, but for the first time in this match, he might well have a good break here. He's got a selection of reds to choose from. That red that's close to the cushion certainly will go. And if he keeps... Well, that's not the one I was thinking of, but he's certainly got that. And if he keeps going red, black, this frame could be over very quickly.
24.
Fair play to him. We've made too many mistakes.
We'll be looking at getting on the black again after this red.
Again, just a mirror shot as what it was last time. But is he going to miss this one? The camera work suggests he might. He has, he's missed it. Well, the frame's not over yet, ladies and gents.
There are a lot of reds to choose from now.
I mean, we can go for that one. We can go for that, actually. I don't like the middle pocket, but if it's an obvious shot like that, then it's perfect. And I think that goes in easily. He says, Again, though, a point here, which is confirmed by the camera angle,
Nice clean
puts us
pot.
back in the game. And the game, of course, being the frame. We're certainly in the game. I mean, that's a nasty pot on that blue. So we want to make sure we do get the pot at least. We are going to go for the yellow here. We could have got the blue, but the yellow, I would say, unless we've jinxed it, yeah, we're fine on the
yellow there.
on the yellow. And we've got decent angle, actually, on some of these reds here. So, not the worst shot in the world. Right. Now can we get an angle on this black? Unless we screw back and go for the blue. No, we're going to keep it as it is. Maybe a bad shot here.
4.
And in fact, that's right on the black, quite literally. Now we're just gonna play up the table, up and down. Unfortunately, though, oh, we can go for the green. Can we pot the green? That would be ridiculous. I mean, it's a shocking shot because if we don't pot it, it puts us straight back. It puts him straight back onto the reds, and that's a mistake. That was really. Oh. God.
Well,
it has been an absolutely shocking frame. It's been a complete blip in concentration, an awful start to this episode. And it's worrying that in the first 2 frames we were untouchable, but even in the last frame we got a bit lucky.
He's played a poor shot there.
But once again, skill shines through because Mark's lost that again. Again, we have to hit this one quite hard because we can't get the angle on the black because those 2 reds are blocking it. Just hope we get a good angle on one of these colours up here. Don't pot it, whatever you do. Okay, we can deal with that. The brown looks decent. Could take with the blue for position, but that's a little bit too tight for me. So the brown works. Again, it's a nice straight pot, I think. I mean, it's just our luck here, but I think that should be fine. He's a long way ahead, though, so this one could be pivotal. Oh, that's unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Again, a bit softer, it would have gone in. Summarised the frame, that does.
Good position here
really does.
Near the pink spot.
Oh dear.
1.
Well,
took that ball
another point now for Mark.
Position from potting the pink could help things here.
If he pots the pink, the frame's definitely over. And to be fair, if he pots it, which he hasn't, he deserves it. Good position on the red, though, which is, of course, what he was trying to get. But we've now got that position on the red. I mean, the frame's not over yet, but we're going to have to need a mighty break to get it. But, of course, if we can win this frame, it makes things a lot more comfortable going into the future frames. Now, we've got the angle on the brown. It's a long pot. We've got the angle on the... No, I don't trust that, really. We've got to think about building a break now, which is what we haven't really done previously. We've gone for a few mad shots. And that would give a good angle, that would, position-wise. It all depends whether it goes in, which it has. Good stuff.
5.
Can we break this... it's not a cluster, but this trio of reds up. Now, we can pop one of them, of course, which would help. Now, we want to get... Ooh, it won't go in the pocket we're going for, the black won't, so... Just got to bear that in mind, but I think we've mucked it up a bit here because we haven't got good angle on that black. Saying that, we could play the up the table on the pink. And then just try and play a straight on to the reds down here. Just to make sure it doesn't get the pot. That's a nice nice pot.
Oh, that was a long pot.
Now the tricky thing is, I didn't really think this through. We go straight on this one, and it gives us angle on that. Now I'm just going to whack this and hope for the best. Hit it quite thin, and hope for the best. I mean, ultimately, they hope that there's not a pot available for him. Go on, go on, go on. Ooh. I mean, there's a pot. It's quite a narrow one, though. But he can get the pot up the table, so he's got it. He's got it. Fair play to him. We were going to struggle there, and now he's got the lead back up to 28.
The last red.
It's the last red. He gets this, of course, and the frame's over.
Potting the red will give him the
We
frame.
require snookers. He'll get it. There we go.
9. He might try for the yellow to
So,
get position.
We just have to sit and watch, which is something we haven't done a lot this game so far. Oh, what's he done there? Oh, he snookered himself. Well, this is an interesting turn of events. It's not going to change the result of the frame, surely, unless he makes a big muck up, but I think we're just going to concede there. Get this frame out of our head. and make sure we win the next one.
Yes, he's conceded the frame.
Yes,
Not a good
exactly
frame
right.
though, considering we had the break there. We had a good break. We snookered him at the start, but we didn't do good enough. And I've said in previous episodes that actually the start of the frame doesn't matter, the break doesn't, but
Good break. Now,
that
what's the best
frame
option
just
here?
proves just why the break
He
is
should
so
be able to
important.
play a good safety shot here.
Let's have a look how we can get on. And that's just untouchable, that is. That's brilliant.
I think
Yeah,
he's
there's an
probably
angle on the
able to get
pot.
cue
There's a
ball
real angle on the
closer to
pot by the
quickly.
black. But he's going to need some fantastic ability to get it. And he's played another safety shot. Fair play. Is there angle on that red
I
now
can't see
here?
an easy
No,
pot
there isn't.
here.
So, again, another safety shot required. Straight back up the table. Ooh, cue ball
He
was
should be able to
close
find
there.
a safe area for the cue ball.
It's a safe area, agreed. But there's a nice amount of reds, and all of a sudden he's just completely... he split up the reds, and it's a good start for us. We can have our choice of reds. It might be an idea to nudge the black, definitely, but we're not going to. Can we really not get a screw back on that? Oh dear. Right, okay. Ooh. Are there any other reds available? That one over there. No, it's not. This one will go, actually. Need to whack it. I mean, this might not be sensible. It's not the easiest pot in the world. We should get it. But we're just going to have to gamble. We might snooker ourselves here. I think we will. I mean, we haven't even got the pot. Oh, Jesus.
He's played a poor shot there.
We're really not playing good snooker today. It was perfect up to now. But it's not been good
I
enough.
think he's
Well, he has snookered himself. I think he
won't
can
be
get an
happy
angle on
with
the
that.
pink. But certainly not the black. Yeah, he can get an angle on the pink. He's going to go for it. And if he gets it, fair play to him, he has.
well, the pack of reds as well open.
Yeah, exactly. The pack of reds is definitely open now. But there's so many available. The issue comes that we could easily snooker ourselves. So we are going to screw back on this occasion. Just to make sure we can get a pot on one of the colours. But this makes it a lot more about strategy all of a sudden than actual potting. Which sounds daft, but I think I know what I mean. Right. Oh, lovely. Pink down here. Yeah, that looks like a nice pot. Not too hard though. We want to get an angle on a decent angle on a red without intercepting the black. Right. Can we pot it? We need to get this pot done first. We've thought about the position, not necessarily about the pot, but the pot has come off anyway.
7.
Luckily, there's enough reds on this bottom cushion that we can make up for that. But position's key here. Oh, this red will go though. Didn't think about that. Hit this one quite hard, or else we snooker ourselves. There we go, we got the pot.
8.
And we've separated the black. Now, does the black go at that angle? It does! Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Pulling this one off.
Sometimes you just get the look, and if we don't pot this, we look like an idiot now. But we have. Good stuff. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good, 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 good. Stop.
15.
Nice. Bear in mind the black's back on its spot, but that's okay. All of a sudden, we've got control. But the black still isn't really open, so we're going to have to try and get it out of this area a little bit. But that's not a bad position on the black in the end, actually. Will it bypass... Ooh, will it get past the red and go in? No, is the answer. Oh, but we have to hit the black. Oh dear, how do we get out of this? Just hope for the best. It's a silly shot. Comes off though and it looks brilliant. That's an awful shot. Go on! Oh, I thought the red might have hit it into the pocket. That was a silly shot, that was. There was no other way of getting out of it, but what we have done now is we've conceded points to, and that's another black he can pot now.
Should be no problems for the next red.
Now, oh, he's going to go for the yellow, but we are going to skip a few shots, because I think Just need to sneeze. No, we're alright actually. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to keep that in the video, because why not? Shows a bit of live comment. Just shows how we are succumbing to the pressure now. All of a sudden. Which we hadn't really done before. Still, the scores are level. Pop this red and we're back ahead. It's very similar to the third frame, I'd say this feels now. The blue should be fine. Yep, agreed. Now, we don't want to hit it too hard. We want to get an angle on that red, but that might have been a mistake. We're just going to make sure we don't skip the AI shot anymore. Another 5 points on the table. Good stuff. Got the angle on the blue and the red even. Need to hit this one quite hard though. Get it back up the table. One of the higher colours. Nice, that's in. Don't snooker ourselves though. I mean, that's brilliant. So lucky there. I mean, ooh, this black. I don't like this pocket. I really don't. Gonna go for it though. Right, focus now.
14.
Luckily, we've got nice position on this red close to the black.
Still plenty of reds available.
I think. At least I think so. Yeah, we have. Good, good. Get a screw back on this. I don't want to jinx it by saying we're playing well.
50. Seems to be queuing well today.
But I think we are. We're not going to get... Oh, are we going to get the black? Do we get the black? Well, well, well. What a turn of events. I didn't think we'd get the black there. But we should, with that angle, get it. We should have really screwed back there, but the pot's more important now. That's a good angle on the red over here towards... well, I'll show you where the red that I mean is. This one here. That gives us a decent position on the black. Maybe a bit too hard. We potted it though. Oh, that's lucky. Genuinely, I think that's lucky. We have been really lucky with the position in this frame. I mean, a lot of this isn't down to me. Oh dear. But all of a sudden, from playing some quite poor snooker,
looks like he's on form today.
We are really in a good position now. 30 is the break. That's got to be the highest. Well, certainly this episode, whether it's the highest of the game from us.
51.
Right, black again. We can lead by 38 with 51 available, so it looks good for us now. But apart from the trouble is that we don't really have an angle now on this red. We do, but it's a nasty one. Just going to be the luck here, and I think the luck's on our side in this frame. I really do. Oh, no. Maybe not this time. He's going to get the double. No. Not the best angle. Well, he's got the angle on the middle. Of course he has. I was looking at the ball that we'd gone for, but he's got a perfect angle on the middle. But at the end of the day, he's... well, what on earth was that? Honestly, what on earth was that from Mark? At this point, it's not about snookers, I don't think. It's about getting the pot, making sure your opponent doesn't come back to the table. But we're going to take advantage nonetheless. Right, try and get a screw back a little bit, but there's only the one red left, there's two red left, so that's okay. I don't know where this is going to go, the cue ball, but we'll get the pot, which is fine.
I think the frame is beyond his opponent now.
Now, 43 left to play for. Can we get the century? Gonna be a nasty pot, this is. Really nasty. No, can't pot it unfortunately.
Wanted to go in.
And I don't think we're going to get the century. Real shame.
Safe here, putting the cue ball in the baulk area.
Well, he's going to try and get the safety shot. Goodness knows why. Because again, we've got the pot. Surely, we've got the angle on that red by the right by the pocket. We have, yeah. Well, there's 43 available, is there? 43 available. Can we get the century? Keep hitting these reds and blacks, and we get it. Oh, it's going to be quite... Right, focus on the pot first, Toby. Focus on the pot. Now, that's potted. That's in. Now, get the angle on this red. Now, we want it to screw back a little bit. Sort of to there. Now we've got the pot sorted, I think. Now it's all about the angle. And that's a good angle. Nice. Right. Soft. Gentle. Back in. And there we go. We've got the angle back on the black. Got to hit this one quite hard to get the angle on the yellow up the table. Now, oh dear!
Yes, he's had
Well, he's had enough.
Yeah,
Didn't let
he's
us
had
get the century. Despicable, Mark. Despicable. But now this becomes potentially a game-winning frame. I'll tell you what I am noticing is that these frames are starting to go a little bit quicker. Whether that's because we're starting to play better or because the frames are being over quicker, I'm not particularly sure. That wasn't a bad break. I don't think he's got the angle on that far red because of the blue. He might do, though. He's having a look at it. No, he's going to go for the safety, it looks like here. That was close. We have got the angle on this red, though. Quite a clear angle. Blimey now. Right. Again, think about pots. Not big breaks. Each individual pot. That's in. That's one.
Oh, that was a stunning shot and a very difficult one to pull off.
Now for the black. We've missed this several times before. Focus on the pot. Focus on the pot. Get the pot. That's fine, in my opinion. Don't worry about position. Get the pot. Teetering now. Can't quite figure out whether that's in or not. It's too far there. We want... No, bit that way. Bit this way. I think that's alright. We can't spend all day divvying about it. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, I didn't hit the jaw. That was the big thing there. Now, we've got to... Oh, the angle's not there. Now, is there an angle on any of these? There's not. There's just not. So it's going to need a safety, which I don't really know how to pull off now, if I'm honest. This is either going to be a genius shot or it's going to be a disaster. And that's exactly what it was, a disaster.
Well, from here, the
Well,
red near the black spot
you can't win them all.
Shot.
One.
Pink or black. Depends if the pink can bypass the black, it will. Oh, he's missed it. Well, that's a turn up for the book.
Poor shot there.
What I will say, though, there isn't a particularly obvious pot apart from this one, actually. Didn't see that ball there. Gonna need it to be quite hard. Make sure... Oh, we should have made sure we definitely got it in there. But we are quite good at these by trade. And there you go.
One.
Not much thought about position, though, now. Maybe we can pick up the pink. We want to get away from these reds. Make sure that Mark can't pot one of them. I mean, there's that many on the table, you're going to struggle. But we haven't done a bad job.
Going for position on the black would seem like...
I mean, there's that red along the cushion. Quite close to the pink. I mean, I don't know what he's done there. Really don't know what he's done.
He's going to try for position on the pink.
I'm as confused as you are. Which one do we go for? That looks good. It's all about focus now. This could be the winning frame. There we go. Nice shot.
One.
It's back on the pink as well. And at least with the pink, we don't have to worry about where it's going to be positioned like the black. Not as big a colour as the black, but the pink can certainly help to build up a frame. Well, the pink's been put on the black spot because the black is on the pink spot, I think. That's the only reason why that's been put there. So we've got to bear that in mind. But we can use the pink as a model of a black.
This is a good start. There's a big break on here.
Now, that's not the best angle. Really not. But we can use these reds as a bit of a judgment here. I think we're alright at that. I do anyway. Crowd silent. Yeah, we've got the pot. Oh, unbelievable!
Well,
We've got the
come on
pot,
shortly.
but by chance we've potted
Position
the red
on
as
the
well.
red near the pink.
Well, would you believe that? Would you also believe that he's missed that?
Difficult red on
Oh,
the cushion
dear.
might be a problem.
Right. This is a dangerous one across the cushion, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, unless there's a better shot available. No, that one's a better shot, so we'll go for that. That's a definite pot, that's all I'm bothered about.
1.
We could do with potting the black at some point as well to get that move back. Oh, man. Oh, hello. That was lucky that brown was there, else we'd have been snookered. As I say, we want to get this black potted or moved away at least at some point.
Well, he really slammed that one.
Sensational.
What do we go for here now? Oh, I mean, we can go for that type one on the middle pocket, but I don't fancy my chance at that. I fancy my chance at this one though. Now, we're going to need quite a thin hit to make sure we get it to the pocket. Go on, go on. Yes. And that is nice position on the black or even the blue.
I think he has a red after this
Yeah,
shot.
we only go for the blue unless the black is easier. I mean, the black's quite easy, but just to make sure we get it. Every shot matters at this point, so we'll go for the blue. Gives us a 21-point lead if we get it, and we have.
It's a good shot
Nice.
on the blue.
And that's good position straight on this red on the cushion here. Okay. Right. Again, we don't want to hit the cushion, but we want to keep it nice and snug to the cushion just to make sure it falls in the pocket. And there we go, that's in.
12.
Now we've got a straight pot,
He
I'd
might
say,
try
on
for the
this
black to get
pink.
position.
I don't fancy trying the black, no, not really. Pot the pink, then pot the red, and try and pot the black just to get them both back on their respective positions. That's a lovely shot.
Oh, what a tricky shot. Not for the faint-hearted, that one.
But now it's obviously still going to go back on that position, which is a bit of a pain. But
Still
that
plenty
red
of
is
reds
fine
available.
there. We should have potted that. Bit of complacency could have came in though there, but we can get the blue
Seems to be
from
curing
this.
well today.
Bit of pressure now. Now, I'd screw back on this. Try and get an angle for one of these reds by the black. Don't think it's going to happen, but did we focus on the pot enough? We did. That's good.
24.
Not enough focus on the position though, I would say here. We can go all the way up the tape. In fact, that's a nice shot. That's fine. Now, can we try and get the position on the black? That's in.
A nice clean pot.
Good position on the black or the blue. Or even the pink. Which is easy. So let's do a bit of evaluation. Now, that might well be easier coming up the table. Let's go for it. Bit of screw back. Pop the black up the table. It's a risk. It's a big risk. But it might well be a match-winning shot if it pays off. It's gone. It's lovely.
You put that black away nicely.
Now, these two on the cushion that we're on here are going to be a problem when it comes to later. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's a nasty shot because we haven't got the hindsight where the pocket is. Oh. I have a feeling we might be alright lining it up behind this red. But there's definitely angle on this red in the middle pocket if we do that. So we're just going to have to go for it here. I don't think we're going to pot this, but you never know. We could get the look. Go on, go on. It's in. Brilliant. Now have we got position on a colour. It's going to have to be yellow all the way down the table, or even brown.
Sneak the cue ball up behind the brown.
No, we don't need to sneak it up behind the brown. We just need to pot the brown. Well, I don't want to jinx anything yet, but the last frame was very close. But this one, I have to say, has been very, very one-sided. Now, we're going to miss the break here, but personally, if we get it up behind this, there is no way in hell that he's going to pot either this ball here or the two reds on the other cushion.
Difficult red on the cushion might
All
be
he can do here is either try and hit this one and just clip this one, which is what he's doing, and hopefully that gives us a better position, which it has slightly. There's certainly an angle on this.
To nudge the black.
To be honest, I want to whack this. Get the pink and black moved away from each other. Again, I think we thought about the pot nicely. That should be okay. The pot's in, and we've moved those colours away. In fact, we haven't in the end. That's just unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Now the problem is, what happens with these other two reds? I mean, there's 50 available, so we get one of the colours and the frame's over, so we don't really have to worry about these two reds so much. So I know that the yellow only brings it even, but what I will say is that if we get the yellow, we're 40... we are 50 ahead with 48 available, so he does need a snooker. But that is a nice position. Oh, it's in the jaws, though. Oh, we've got to just bear in mind. Right, we are just going to nestle it. Oh, yeah, it really is tricky. Oh, dear. Right, we're just going to have to clip this one and hope for the best, because we don't want to concede a foul. That's the last thing we want to do. We hit it, I think. Oh, dear, we didn't hit one. Oh, typical. Force continue. Right, let's just bear in mind we don't want to be stupid here. But that's exactly what we're going to be, because that's just the way we play. I mean, another safety shot would have been perfect, but no, that was just stupid. And it is a stupid shot. And it gives them a nice angle on it as well, but as long as we don't give away a foul, we've won the game. Might well come back to regret that, and to be honest, he really hasn't got the skill to make a difference and make us pay for that silly shot. Not an easy shot to make, agreed, but make this and it is pretty much game over. Let's have a look. We've done it.
Very good shot indeed.
Now we can take any of the colours at this point.
Fully committed.
Just trying to bear in mind position on this red, so we might be best going for... Now, can we get... Just trying to think how we could position ourselves for this red. I mean, to be honest, do we really need to worry about it? I don't think so. This could be a foul, though. I didn't really think about that. We've hit it way too hard and it's bounced. It's come back up the table.
The ball
but we got away with it. We didn't pot the ball. We didn't pot the ball, granted, but I think we got away with it. Because he's not going to pot the red here, or is he? No, of course he's not. Well, we can have a bit of fun now.
Ahead, he can afford to relax a little now.
Because unless Mark just makes us unless we give away massive fouls, we are going to win this match.
The black should go back onto its spot after this shot.
Let's give it a whack. We miss it, doesn't matter. Frame's over. And more to the point, the match is over. Well, as you could probably hear, the phone was going, and it was another interruption once again, this time from the sister, who wants to know what I was up to. Well, I told her. Well, I didn't really, but I'd have told her I'm just about to win a snooker match.
Can't see an easy pot here.
55 ahead, 27 available now. I want to pot some of them. I want to pot these, really. But if we don't, it doesn't matter. We've won the match. Well, that one half bad, was it? Blimey.
10.
Can we pot the green? We don't want to hit this one so hard. We want good angle on this, on the brown, funnily enough. That's the next one we're going to have to hit. Can we get the green? Let's find out. It's a wretched feeling for Mark, because he's just going to have to sit there and watch us, but he doesn't have to anymore unless he concedes.
Yes, he's
had enough.
Well, he's conceded the match and conceding the frame there. He's had enough. And just like the last match of the qualifiers, we've won it 5 frames to 1. We gave away the 1 frame in this episode, but we've kept calm, we've kept cool, we've kept collected. And to be fair, some of the shots, particularly in this last frame, have been quite good, and deservedly mean we've won the match. But it all depends now, after the qualifiers, whether the opponents in the LG Cup itself are going to be a lot better than these opponents. And if they are, we're going to have to step up our game a real lot here. So we're going to skip the highlights, find out who we've got in the first round. 2 breaks over 30 there, that was good stuff. And not a good average break, but a few decent breaks in there. We need to cut out the fouls as well. 2 unnecessary fouls we've given away there. But a bit of a shorter episode, but a very good start to our career. We've won both the qualifying matches, and now it's just a case of making sure we get a decent opponent and taking it to them in the first round of the Cup. Sounds like the FA Cup, doesn't it? Right. So, there we go, we qualified for the tournament, and we are playing against Roy Zanussi. Now, if that's a real player, I'm not quite sure. But there are 1, 7, 8, 10, 11. There's only 16 in this tournament, none that I particularly recognise. I recognise Neville, sure, I've played him a few times. 16 players in the tournament. We beat, if we beat Zanuzzi, we play either Hickey or Lavelle in that game. That can't be right. Why is there 3 rounds of... Hold on. Oh, it's just a muck-up, I think, here, obviously, because there's only 8 games. So why would there be 8 games here? No, it must just be, so it just goes to the quarterfinals, the semis, and then the final. It's just made a bit of a muck-up there, I think, of the progress board. But, nonetheless, I hope you've enjoyed that episode. Make sure to leave a like if you did. Comment down below on our snooker if you thought it was any good. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new for snooker on a 2-day basis on the week. So, 2 out of 7 days. There'll be snooker content if that's worth subscribing for. And if you did watch till the end of this video, which you are now, I appreciate that greatly. But apart from that, folks, I've been TIJ Gamer. Until the next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.